Today I'm actually getting one of my dream pets, and it's actually in this tank right now. You're not supposed to see it. I'm actually going to show you the process of setting up this tank and putting the animal in. But first off, I just wanted to interject here really quickly at the beginning of this video to say thank you all so much for 100,000 subscribers. I'm going to talk more about it at the end of the video, but I'm just so thankful for all of your guys' support throughout the years. It's been almost 5 years of doing YouTube now, and this is just such an awesome milestone, and it happened to coincide with the opportunity to get one of my dream pets. So that's today's video. I hope you guys are ready, and hit the thumbs up if you're excited. Let's get into it. What is up, guys? It is the Turtle Girl. Welcome to the channel, or welcome back to the channel. What you see here behind me is the effects of multi-tank syndrome in action. You already can tell from the title. Today we are setting up a new tank for a new pet, and actually not just one new pet, but 3 new pets, which I am super duper excited for. If I zoom out here, you can see that this is actually, you know, the old space where Hoku's tank used to be. So what you see here is a 10-gallon tank. I'm gonna have to take the sticker off. That's always like one of my favorite parts of setting up a fish tank. This is the tiny little filter that's going in this tank. It's one of the mini hang-on back filters. Super cute. It's been running on another tank for a little while now, so it should be populated. I'm hoping to get this tank kick-started. It should be at least kind of halfway cycled, but I'll definitely be keeping an eye on everything. But anyway, look how tiny this is. It's like the size of my hand. It's just like the cutest, tiniest little hang-on tank. Okay, so the tank is now all set up. The filter is in there, the heater's in there. I also opted to add a sponge filter for some additional aeration and circulation. But I guess I should just tell you guys what's going in this tank. So what I ended up getting was pea puffers, freshwater dwarf puffers. You'll see them in a second. You guys, I am so excited about this. I'll tell you more about how I ended up with them, but first, let's get them into the tank. And maybe you can see them in the bag. Here's the tiny little puffers. I think we can agree that these are probably just some of the cutest fish ever, at least in my opinion. I don't remember if I mentioned it, but this is a 10-gallon tank. We have some rocks that I have collected and just found in the backyard. That big one we found a long time ago and we just never used it, so I decided to put it in the tank. And then as far as plants, it's just an assortment from whatever I could find in the rest of my tanks. We've got Vallisneria, Java fern, Java moss, and a little Anubias in there, so I'm hoping that those will root. Because the substrate is sand, I'm not quite sure how that's going to turn out. Remember that I am very like basic level fish keeper. I am mostly a turtle person, and that's because turtles are hardy and they're hard to mess up. Fish tanks, on the other hand, are a little more finicky. So I'm hoping that this will turn out okay for the puffers. Also, as far as names, because there's a trio of them, I kind of just instantly thought Larry, Curly, and Mo. But that seems kind of basic, so I am open to suggestions. If you have names that are like trios or come in 3, definitely leave those in the comments down below, and we'll pick out a good name for these 3 little guys. But I am just super duper excited to have this species because I have wanted pea puffers just forever. What's really cool about them is that they are actually a freshwater puffer species. A lot of puffer species that you see are actually brackish water, or I mean like saltwater puffers, but mostly like brackish water puffers is what you'll see, like figure 8 puffers and stuff like that. I don't know if you can see them, but they're swimming around the front of the tank right here. They're really small. Like, they're literally, the reason they're called pea puffers is because they are the size of a green pea. Like, they are teeny, teeny, tiny. So the reason I actually ended up with them now was because the fish store actually had someone bring them in for rehoming because no one actually wanted them. Because we don't normally have pea puffers carried here in our stores, at least where I'm located. And so I've always wanted them, but there hasn't ever really been stock in my area. So I'm like, I don't know where I'm gonna get pea puffers. I guess I'm just never gonna get pea puffers. But they showed up in the store for rehoming, and I knew I wanted them, and I wanted to make sure I was the one that came home with those puffers. So I got this tank set up right away, put in some old tank water, put in a filter that had been running, and got it all set up for them. They live on a diet of snails, bloodworms, that kind of stuff. They're not really a pelleted or flake food kind of fish. So that's gonna be a bit of a challenge. We'll see how that goes. But I've just wanted the species forever, and I think it's kind of fitting, seeing as we hit 100,000 subscribers, that I kind of give myself this chance to explore some more fish keeping, which I haven't done in a while, so I'm very much looking forward to that. Speaking of 100,000 subscribers, oh my gosh, you guys, that is so incredible. I would not have 100,000 subscribers if it weren't for all of you. Just the fact that there's so many of you that clicked a button because you wanted to learn more about turtles and animals and educate yourselves is just such a cool thing. And I'm just here, I'm just a hobbyist sharing my pet keeping journey with you in the hopes that it helps you guys. And it's just so exciting for me, and it means a lot. So just a huge thank you goes out to all of you, especially to my patrons on Patreon who have supported me month in, month out, year in, year out. Your guys' support is sometimes what kept this channel going and what really kept me motivated to keep posting videos. Obviously, it's been a bit of an ebb and flow. The channel has kind of changed and developed as my hobby has kind of changed and developed, but I'm just so grateful for all of you sticking along for the ride. More turtle and leopard gecko and axolotl content coming soon, as always, and more React videos because we haven't done React videos in a hot minute, and I really want to get back into those because I really enjoy just looking at your guys' tanks and setups and, you know, getting inspired. And I think that's what it's all about. Lately, I've been in a bit of a, I don't know if you could say creative slump. It's just been a little bit different for me, maybe a little bit of burnout. If you notice, this video is actually coming out on a Saturday and not Friday. With school and everything, sometimes it's a bit of a time management situation that I'm still working on, but I'm just so appreciative to all of you. I'm kind of just rambling now, but I really just want you guys to know how much I appreciate your support. Anyway, thank you all for coming along on this journey, and stick around to see more turtles, axolotls, leopard geckos, lizards, and all the animals that have become a part of the Turtle Girl family. And I'll see you guys next Friday. Have a totally awesome day. Bye!